Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to bring back another review, and this is on the Neca Freddy vs. Jason Deluxe box set. This is kind of like the Halloween Deluxe box set, which I have yet to review, but we're going to get into this review. So, basically, if you're not familiar with these two figures, they're just the quarter scale Friday the 13th, Freddy vs. Jason from Freddy vs. Jason, and then the original quarter scale Freddy Krueger from Freddy vs. Jason as well, scaled down, and the Freddy comes with well, I guess that they're really Jason's accessories, but if you want to have him with the alternate head, you could as well. So, I'm going to start off with all the accessories that come with this. So, this is the extra head I was talking about that really can go with either of them, but it's meant for Jason. And the reason why is because you have Jason's alternative hand, which we did see in the quarter scale, but had no use for it. This actually connects on through a magnet, and then you could stick it in Jason's hand, then it'll be like the wink head that he was holding at the end when Freddy winked. So that's pretty cool, and I'm going to move that accessory out of the way for now. And then you also have the demon head, which the detail is basically the exact same as the quarter scale. It's just they did a little bit better job with the bone, and the underneath is also detailed as well, so it looks pretty good. And then it comes with this, which you usually get with all the box sets. It says Freddy vs. Jason. It's hollow plastic. And then I'm going to start off with Jason because he has less accessories, but this is what they are put on. They're put on these little bases that do come off. And they have flames, sculpted on flames that go all around. And you could display them separately, which I don't know why you'd want to do that. Or you display them together. Or you can kind of display them like different parts like that. But I think it looks the best, you know, just traditionally set up like that, because it kind of makes up a room. And if you're lucky enough to find maybe more of these planks on like eBay or something, you could probably shave them down to fit into the extra parts, like this part right here, and then you could kind of flatten it in the back and you can make like a whole room, but I don't think that's worth the money. But I'll just take the base off real quick. And as I had said, these are the same exact figures, so I'm not going to go too much into them, considering I basically already reviewed them. But the articulation is, you know, pretty simple. Swivel at the elbow, swivel at the shoulder, no pin socket joint in this, swivel at the wrist, which is pretty tough to do, especially with the sculpt on the jacket. But basically they don't look that good unless you have them in the correct positioning, because then the seams don't align up and then it's just a big mess. But there is a waist swivel, but it kind of looks all distorted when you do it. I mean, it's not bad, but also there's no motion at the feet, so you can't really do this and then turn it. I mean, there's a little bit, but it's not even good enough to classify as articulation. There is a rubber band that's holding his machete in, which I'm not going to take out, because I don't know how loose the machete fits in this hand, so I'm not even going to bother. But same articulation on this hand, or this arm rather. Actually, there is no elbow swivel, I don't believe. No, there is no swivel on the elbow with this one, which is actually different from the quarter scale. The quarter scale does have elbow articulation. I actually can't see. No, there isn't. And then there also is a head swivel, which I just loosened. And then if you take off the mask, it looks the exact same as the quarter scale, but it looks really nice. The detail on it is pretty good. The back is pretty plain like usual, and the straps are nice. Actually, when you first get this figure, and if you have it brand new in the box like I did, usually you're going to run into this issue with most Friday the 13th figures, where the mask is going to be like sort of glued onto his head because it's just sort of melted on there. And don't try to do what I always do, and all the straps come off, and then I have to glue them back on. Don't like try to peel it up. What you have to do is you have to like work the back straps until they come off, and then you can slide it off. But yeah, just don't do that. And then here's the head, which we really never saw his head, so I don't know if this is how it actually looked, or they kind of just did it. But I'm pretty sure this is how it looked. And I'm pretty positive that we didn't see his head in the movie either. I think that we saw like a different head in the movie from him. So I'm going to move Jason out of the way, and then we'll get into Freddy. I prefer Jason a lot more than Freddy because I didn't really like the way Freddy was set up in this film. It didn't really look like Freddy, especially with like the clothes that he was wearing and stuff. I mean, the sweater, obviously, but the pants, and then I didn't like the makeup. It didn't look correct. But on this figure, you have to be extremely careful with his glove. That goes for the quarter scale as well, because the quarter scale, as you can see, it's like very brittle plastic. The quarter scale is actually my second one, simply because all the blades fell off. I lost his hat, which I recently just found to the old one, and I lost his demon head, but I again recently found it, and then I purchased the second one, which is the one I have on display now. But going into the detail on him, I'm not really going to play around with this arm at all, simply because the glove. But with this arm, you just have a swivel, same as Jason, elbow swivel, again same as Jason, and then you have the wrist rotation, which again is the same as Jason. You do have a waist swivel, and the head does turn, but it's too close to the blades for me to even try that. Then there is some rotation at the foot, which is kind of irrelevant. I'll flip it over to the back. No real detail. As I did say, this is like the exact same as the quarter scale, so nothing too major. And then if you want, you can take out the cowboy hat, or fedora, I should say, sorry. You could take off the fedora, and I don't know why I called it a cowboy hat. But the fedora, it's just the same like we usually get. It's just, it does actually fit pretty good, unlike a lot of the older Freddys, like the original Freddy we got, and stuff like that. They kind of had a hard time. Neca kind of resorted to a softer plastic material, sort of like a rubber material that goes on, that fits good, but I still prefer the plastic ones. And then for an alternate head, we have this one right here, which there is a lot of detail in it. So I'm just gonna put it on him so you guys can see how it looks. And there is some detail right there. I'm gonna put it on off camera, this way I don't hit any of the blades. So I mean, I think it looks really good like that too, but it's not like traditional Freddy. Maybe I'll actually display it like this. I kind of like this look. So then to show you guys how it would look, I'll just put on the other head, because it does go in. If you want to have him like winking, you can. So, I mean, it's still a good head. It's just, it's not really meant for that. But I'm going to keep the demon head on for the rest of the video. And then I'm going to put him over here, and then I'll get Jason back out, and I will show you guys what that alternate hand actually does. So with this hand, just put it in where it's supposed to go. Just like that, you get rid of the machete hand, and then you take the head and you just kind of display him like that. But I feel like you would need like more than one of these box sets in order to do that, because then it kind of defeats the whole purpose of the box set, to have him like fighting. Or you can get a second one of these that I don't believe that the original release, like the Cult Classics release, came with this head. Or you can just get a second one and display it on your shelf like this, which I think is actually a really cool way to display it, because it's different than the machete, and it's different than all the other Jasons are displayed. So I think that would be pretty cool. But the head does fit on there good. I don't think it would fall off. Maybe over time the magnet would get weak, but I don't think so. So I'll be right back, guys, and I'll display it like how it was in the beginning. So there we have it, guys. The Freddy vs. Jason Deluxe box set made by Neca. I believe that there were only 650 made, and they're kind of hard to get a hold of these days. Luckily, I was able to pick up mine at a really good price. I got it for $87. So, around $87. And it was brand new in the box. The box is in excellent condition, and the piece is amazing. It's a great display piece, just like the Halloween Deluxe box set, and a few others that NECA have made that I want, such as the Cinnabite layer. I have to get that. That's actually another hard one to get, but usually you're lucky enough to find some of these at really good prices, and you got to pick them up as soon as you see it at that price. But basically, with this box set, I've wanted it for a long time, but I never really got it simply because I was into collecting these things for maybe 3 years straight, and then I got off track of it, and I started doing other things for like 2 years, and then I got back onto it, and I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I have to have it, but I couldn't get it at a cheap price, and then like I said, I found this, so I bought it. And I'm really happy to say I own this. It looks great on the shelf. And I encourage you guys to go pick it up if you guys do not have this. And, I can't really say too much else about it because what you see is what you get. But it's pretty cool. So, yeah, so tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Remember to like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. So, that's it.